And we are back. Listen, man,
welcome back.
It's the
Welcome
Free
back.
Gems Podcast, man. Episode 44.
Whoa, million.
Listen,
Whoa.
man, it's Jesus here. You know what I mean? I don't know how I just mispronounced my own name. You know what I'm saying? I got K-Sengo to my left, as always. You know what I'm saying?
Here.
But,
Same host, baby. Back in better than ever. Every
back
day
in
is
action.
better.
January is almost over, even though it's only halfway through. It feels like it's almost over.
Bro, listen, this year's almost up if you ask me.
Yeah,
the way
I ain't
time's
gonna
going.
Yeah, it's summertime.
Listen, time out. You know it's 2023.
Yeah,
that sounds crazy.
Yeah,
that sounds crazy.
That's a fact.
We ain't gonna talk about that though. But listen, that's a beautiful thing.
I
That's a beautiful thing.
realized how much time's going by when I started realizing that all the new hit songs are sampling songs that we were like in middle school. When
Yes,
they came out.
yes.
Like that new shout out to Lola Brooke, that the 411 shorty from like Brooklyn. She
Yeah.
sound like Pop Smoke.
Yeah, I know you're talking about.
Don't play with her. Don't play
Yeah,
with that bitch. Her voice is way too deep for me.
she. I saw the video of her with the mic. I seen that.
She's
yeah.
about 4'8", but not the point. She's sampling that Blow the Whistle by Too Short, and I'm
it's like, yo, we sampling.
yeah, we sampling songs that's 16 years old, and I don't realize how long ago that was. Like, that shit is really fucking scary, man.
Even Drake.
I don't know what song that is. What song is that?
And you're real one, and your reflection, without a follow, without a mention, to really pipe it up on these niggas.
what
It better
song
be
is that?
nice for what? For these niggas.
What
I
song
don't
is he
understand.
sampling?
I can't think of it. I can't think of the song.
Nah, what was there's some other main sample. They just sampled T.I. Drake and 21 Savage did that.
Oh yeah, I did see that.
That's from 24, from 2001.
Yeah, fact.
But either way, that's neither here nor there, man. The music industry this year has been fucking bubbling.
And it's funny because our my parents always said, well, all you gotta do is sample our music, and now this generation sampling our music. Like,
yeah, it's crazy. Like,
full circle moment.
Yeah,
Full circle moment.
Everything do go full circle. So like I was saying though, back to the whole music and as a whole has been going crazy, man. Music done really turned to the streets, man. Because I don't know, have you been seeing, but like Gunna stepped down finally.
Oh yeah,
something.
he definitely posted something.
Not exactly the response I think he expected. Let's just put it like this. So Gunna comes out and he tweets some. Long story short, he says something like free. It's still
Free
YSL,
yeah.
free Thug, free Yak. They're talking about Yak Gotti.
Yeah.
And some people didn't take too kindly to it.
No.
But what people got to understand though is that anybody involved in that case can't mention Gunna because if you mention it, it's tampering with a witness. If Thug is to say something about Gunna, that's witness tampering.
That is technically true.
He's a state's witness. You can't say nothing about him if you're part of that case.
If you're part of the case.
And even people that aren't part of the case, like Lil Gotti, he has said something, but subliminally.
I saw that.
He don't want to make shit too mixy because the second any of these artists, anybody that's even closely related to YSL says something about Gunna, it's looked at as if Young Thug is
using him as a vessel for
exactly.
That's
and
witness tampering.
Witness tampering and trying to intimidate. That's what it is. Witness
Intimidate.
intimidation.
Yes. Intimidate.
So
witness.
it gets real spooky. But it's like if you notice, he said free YSL. And it's just funny because of all motherfuckers in the world, 6ix9ine's like, how you gonna say it's YSL the label on Twitter and you said YSL's a gang in court? Which one is it? And it's like motherfuckers want to hate 6ix9ine, but he has a good point. You do say one thing on Twitter, you say something completely different in court, gang. It's a little tricky.
Yes, ma'am.
Oh man, don't do that. That was way too. You sound just like this nigga too.
I know.
Yo, bro, I don't know, man. It's spooky.
I'm good at some impressions.
And have you seen so like Lil Baby unfollowed Gunna?
Yeah, I seen that. Dirk came out.
Everybody unfollowed. Yeah, Dirk just dropped a little snippet.
So did Bobby Shmurda out of nowhere.
Jesus Christ, man.
But like
Bobby, one nigga who can say.
That's what I'm saying. Bobby can really
talk his shit. You know what I'm saying? Bobby different.
He really sat. He did that 8 on the chin. He took that 8 on the chin. He took that on the chin.
But. Yeah, it's scary to see how the people are turning on him. And like you said, Dirk came out and made a little snippet. He said, I forgot what it said. It said something about Virgil. He said, "Oh my God, what happened to Virgil? I bet he gonna tell." Like,
and they said something about paperwork.
Yeah, it's not good, bro. It's not good. And you see other people unfollowing him. And it's kind of scary. And even like he had says, he sent his condolences to Lil Keed. Yeah, and he was like, "RP Lil Keed, miss you, twin." And Lil Gotti responded to that and was like, "I am not your twin." Because Lil Gotti he's been speaking on behalf of Keed. He's saying his brother's spirit is living through him. Because people who don't know, Lil Gotti and Lil Keed are actually brothers.
They're actual brothers.
Like, same mom, same dad. And shit, Lil got in the wind and turned his hair red. And
R.P. Keith though.
I can't imagine what he's going through. Yeah, R.P. Keith. R.P. Keith, and my condolences to his family and everybody associated with him, because man, it was crazy. Like YSL went down when YSL went down in that Rico, he died maybe like a couple days later.
Yeah, he did, but he wasn't even in the Rico. The initial.
No, he wasn't. Thank goodness, because.
But yeah. It was an overdose. Did they say what was it? I don't know.
They said it was some. They said he had some type of continuous health issues that they said can stem from the drug abuse, but it wasn't an overdose. It was actually like he was having some kind of problems already internally. I don't know, because when you start doing a lot of drugs, like your pancreas starts to malfunction,
your liver, all that.
People who don't understand your liver, like
it cleanses everything.
That cleanses everything, your liver and your kidneys. So once you're having like kidney failure or liver failure, it gets real spooky. And a kidney is one of those things where you can lose one and survive with the other one. But if one gets messed up and you don't detect it in time, it'll affect the other one, and that's a very slippery slope. Like the human body's crazy.
The human body's really
even
crazy.
the liver. Like it doesn't make sense. I think it's like 30% of your liver.
With some. And human. It's amazing. Let's not talk about it. 'Cause it doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, honestly,
it literally has its own. I feel like I really feel like it's Osmosis Jones. Our body's osmosis, like its own city. Like
it really is.
Everyone has their own function. Everybody's doing their own thing. Yeah,
the human body is crazy. Like when you think about
the white blood cells is really the feds. Feel me? Anything that comes in, whoa, what is this? Whoa, you gotta go. You're foreign.
Yeah, the human body is crazy. Like when I be thinking about people, I know people who've gotten shot, and like a lot of times they the doctors will tell you like, keep the bullet, don't even worry about it. It's in you. It'll come out eventually.
Yeah.
And I said, what the fuck you mean it'll come out eventually? And I done seen YouTube videos of motherfuckers literally like, yo, look, it look like a pimple, and all of a sudden you see the bullet just start protruding out, and they pop that shit right out like a pimple, and you'll see the bullet literally boop. Like, what the fuck was that? Like, and it's like you said, it's crazy what the human body could take. Prayers up to CJ Too Cool. I don't know, CJ So Cool.
I know who that is.
Big YouTuber.
I know who that is.
He's a big YouTuber, but the motherfucker looks like a fucking rapper. And he had just got shot 4 times during the home invasion.
I didn't hear about that.
Yeah, at one of his estates in Vegas. And it's like, man, it goes back to our culture and people making themselves a target. It's real fucking spooky, man, because, it's like the more successful we get, the more we want to show it off.
Yep.
The more we make ourselves a target.
The more envious people get.
Yeah, and it's not like CJ So Cool's walking around and manifesting all that gangster shit. He's not talking about shooting at the ops and poking fun at shit like that. Nah, he's just a YouTuber. That's what he does. He looks like Iman Shumpert, and the motherfucker just walks around being a YouTuber. Like, he just does positive shit with his family. You know what I mean? So it gets spooky, man. Stay safe out there. Stay dangerous.
It's unfortunate because you even got to think about Pop Smoke. You know what I mean? Pop Smoke just on the location reveal.
Yeah, man. Yeah, and that's the thing. CJ So Cool. He reveals his location all the time. Like, you can literally Google his mansion. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, bro, you making yourself a target.
And then you got to realize, okay, so now people know where you live, and now you're away from home. They know you're not home.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's another thing too. And that home on the West Coast, man, that home invasion shit is a career. Like flocking.
Oh,
that's they shit.
B&Es, that's what they do.
Yeah, that's they shit.
That's what they do.
Coast. And what I learned in Vegas is that all of Vegas is Vegas is an extension of California. Every nigga in Vegas is from Cali. Northern or Southern, they all from California.
It makes sense though, because Vegas literally just popped up out of nowhere.
Yeah, it's like a little 3 hours. It's a little 3 hour drive from California, from damn near any part. So a lot of times what people do is they commit crimes and shit in California, get on the run to Vegas.
Run to Vegas.
You know what I'm saying?
I can see that. I can definitely see that.
Vegas is spooky. So yeah, prayers up for CJ So Cool. Hopefully
man.
He's good. But what you were saying though with the human body, like shit, I could have sworn, didn't you have like an uncle that got, or a family friend that got shot a bunch of times? He had like a bullet in his head.
Yeah.
I remember that story from when we was kids.
Yeah.
That shit is crazy.
Yeah. The human body is actually is amazing. Everyone, it's about knowing your job.
Yeah. My boy Vegas from Newark got shot straight in the middle of his forehead. Like literally, boom, square in the middle of his forehead.
You told me about a story.
Yeah. He survived. Like, he be honest about it. It was so ill. He was explaining to me, he was like, yo, bro, I'm in the ambulance and they're talking about me in past tense. Like, they're sitting in front of him talking about, he's not gonna pull through. Try to make sure you get some context for his family or whoever we could reach out to. And he's wide awake, conscious as fuck, like this. Like, yo, I'm good. Telling him like, yo, I'm good, I'm straight. He showed me a video literally of him sitting up in the ambulance, bullet in his head, blood coming down his forehead, blood all over his shirt. And he's just like, yo, I'm good. He's talking to him like, yo, I'm good. And they're like, are you sure? He's like, you don't feel? He's like, I don't feel anything. And it's just wild because he got so lucky. The bullet got wedged in between the lobes in his brain, where there's like this fluid. And that's what slowed it down and stopped it in the middle and didn't let it pass through. It was like it was like the most like divine intervention kind of shot you could get.
Dang, that kind of reminds me of Doctor Strange. I know you ain't see the movie.
No, I definitely ain't see the movie, but it's spooky. Like for him to survive something like that, and him telling me like, yo, bro, he went to the hospital that night, and I think he went to Beth Israel in Newark, which is like a spooky hospital.
Which is famous,
right on the south side, right off like Lyons, if I'm not mistaken, Lyons Avenue. I was actually living over there.
That's right. It's right. It's about 78.
Yeah, right off 78. But either way, he said he was in the IC in the trauma unit or whatever, and he was with two other people. One dude had got stabbed up, another dude had got shot. I think he said like in the neck or some shit. I don't know, but he went in for his CAT scan, came out, and both those dudes was dead. And it's like him to get hit in the head and them to pass away. He was just talking to them. They were all talking while they were waiting to go get seen, and in the midst of that, imagine that fucking feeling.
That is crazy. That just shows how precious life is. Yeah. And going back to the human body is that we shed millions of skin cells all the time, and they like every 3 months or so is when your body completely regenerates itself. So technically, you're not the same person you are every 3 months, because your body sheds. You know that, right?
Yeah, I know. That's how when we get ashes, literally our body getting rid of its skin.
So it takes longer for your organs to shed itself, but every like 3 months or so. It's technically a new. It doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, I was about to say,
it doesn't make any sense. But you're constantly shedding. That's what a scab is. That's what a Band-Aid. All it does is cover it so your body can heal itself. That's all a Band-Aid does.
Yeah, that shit is wild.
Your body heals itself.
Yeah, I mean, not just when you think about like just life in itself in the way like for example, a snake, you can cut its fucking tail off, it'll grow another tail. Yeah, and continue to live. Or like you can cut a worm in two, and that motherfucker turns into 2 worms. Like
or a sea star, same thing.
What?
Yeah.
What you mean?
They grow back their limbs.
That's fucking gross.
Some crabs, if their claw stops working, they'll cut their claw off. It'll grow back. They'll snip their own claw off.
Like a full-grown claw? Or
yeah.
Like a little claw?
Yeah,
like special claw?
Boop.
What the fuck? I've seen that before.
Yeah, they do.
You're right. I've seen he literally like
and it
threw
grows,
that shit
and it grows back.
That's fucking disgusting. I can't trust no shit like that. If I see my man take his arm off, it's over. I don't know, bro. You just did some new shit.
But no, the regenerative process is amazing in general, and all the immunities and antibodies that your body has built up over the years and through generations and stuff. They say that even if we could possibly time travel, let's say we go 100 years in the future, our bodies wouldn't be able to handle it because all the immunities that have built up over that time. Our bodies would not be able to handle it. That's what they say.
That makes so much sense.
Yeah. Or you go back in the past. The people in the past bodies is not used to handling whatever you might be exposed to. Because of evolution.
Much sense. You're right, and it's literally damn that is crazy.
And you got to realize viruses. There's no cure for viruses. They're always in your body. Just like if you have the flu, you always have the virus in your. That's just like herpes. Herpes is a virus. Right. You always have it. You always have viruses in your body. Your body just learns to overcome it.
That's fucking crazy.
It never goes away.
I mean, it's like the COVID vaccine. There's a little bit of COVID in the vaccine.
That's what a vaccine is.
Let's inject this shit in your body real quick so it learns how to fight it.
Yeah, exactly. So it recognizes it. That's what a vaccine is. It's a low dose or whatever it is.
That's fucking scary.
That's the concept of a vaccine. You're getting a low dose or whatever it is, just so your body. Okay, I remember him. So if he come back, I see his face. You feel me? God, that's what it's about.
That's genius, yo. How the fuck they figure that shit out?
Your body develops. So, but yeah, this is all hypothetical with the time travel. But as far as evolution and being able to overcome illnesses and sicknesses, and over time as you regenerate the population, that it moves on to your kids and your grandkids and so on generations. Yeah,
that shit is wicked. But enough of the real shit. Let's go back to the bullshit. You Kodak and Young Boy, they back being friends.
Yo, I seen that.
I love to see it. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to that. Yo, you know what I'm
saying? I saw that, and wow, you just reminded me. I didn't even think about bringing this up. that young boy is making a push for the peace movement.
I mean, yeah, he's been doing that, and I mean, he better do that. It's good PR right now because young boy ain't exactly been a saint the last 10 years, however long. He been famous like 2016.
But if it would be somebody to push for the peace, it would be him. Somebody who's in the trenches of all the beefs.
Yeah, he's in the middle of all the beefs, but
he's really been pushing this movement, and I'm like,
he
wow.
has been. Honestly, I knew the world was changing when fucking young boy started a podcast. Like this nigga has the #1 podcast in the world right now. Like this nigga's unstoppable, son.
Nah,
like,
he really is.
He really is.
He
bro.
really is.
He just got a $60 million record deal, dog. Like how?
Literally.
You've never heard a young boy song on the radio. No. How is he worth $60 million? No, this nigga's genius.
Never been in award shows. None of that.
None of that shit, bro. That's how you know.
All
like,
organic.
The talent will always supersede all the bullshit.
Yep.
A lot of people wondering, damn, why I ain't get on? Why I get on? I gotta do these gimmicks to get on. Nah, make some quality shit.
Talent will always supersede.
As long as that song is lit, nigga, we gonna fuck with you.
Listen, you make so much noise, you become undeniable.
That's exactly what young boy is. He's uncancelable. He done beat all his bitches. He done shot at 100 niggas. Done beat 20 different cases. He done been to jail 10 times. Uncancelable. Kodak, uncancelable.
And you can like as far as the mainstream thing, he's not even mainstream as far as
who?
Young boy. I'm talking about as far as the blogs are concerned. They don't really.
Yeah, they can't cover him.
That's what I'm saying.
He's too touchy of a subject because everything I just said, all the shit he's done and all the shit he's been through, shit that he have on camera. Like he beat his girlfriend on camera. Like we saw that shit in the hotel lobby, dragged her into the room, all that shit. Uncancelable. Like it's sad, truth be told. I mean, granted, he was like 17, 18, he was a kid, but you know, people make mistakes, but like it's undeniable. Like when you're that big of a talent, we'll create an excuse, we'll create everything we gotta do to keep listening to your music and make you uncancelable, if that's a word.
And then he has the younger generation in the chokehold.
Oh yeah, but
you can't tell them nothing.
Generation. Truth be told, listen.
No. I'm talking about in a choke. I'm talking about older people like him, but I'm talking about
from about 32 till about 10. Young boy got it on lock.
Got it
on lock. Cause I listen. You go to niggas in jail. Love young boy. What? Like I'm talking about grown ass man that's way older than him. You know what I'm saying? I'm way older than him, and I fucking love young boy. Like I'm listening to him every day, no matter what.
Yo, it's funny. Von Miller had an interview. And you know, he's obviously one of the older guys in the locker room.
Shout out to Von Miller too.
Shout out to Von Miller. That's my guy.
If y'all know who that is, future Hall of Famer, NFL.
Absolutely.
Buffalo Bills.
Two rings.
Yeah. Super Bowl MVP.
He was saying how all the younger guys were all in the young boy. That's all they play in the locker room. And he was like, yo, it grew on me so much.
Yeah, because he's that guy.
It grew on me so much.
Young boy and Kodak is undeniable, bro. I think they're gonna go down as GOATs, man, for real. I think they're gonna go down as GOATs. And when you really look at it, I feel like this day and age, I feel like longevity is at people's ability to have longevity is at an all-time high. Where like before, a rapper a buzz and he'll have like a 2 to 3 year run and he's out of here. And don't get me wrong, there's still plenty cases like that now, but we've had so many like recently. Like from like I can name you at least a good like 10 artists that have had 5-year plus runs.
Where they're
damn near
still
10
really
year
relevant.
plus runs, or like we don't see them going nowhere in the next 5 years. Like of course there's Drake who's been on a fucking 20 year run.
But he's in a class of his own.
Yeah. Of course he's
untouchable.
Drake's been on a 15-year run. But then you got Kodak's been lit since 2015. Youngboy 2016. Dirk been lit since 2011 for real. Got back in 2016 and 17. Never hasn't slowed down since then. Gunna, Lil Baby, fucking, you know what I'm saying? Like for these people to be going, Lil Uzi.
Uzi's been and the way Uzi is switched up his style. I mean, he's always been in that alternative.
Yeah,
type,
I just seen a
rock type of.
I just seen somebody comment
vibe.
under Lil Uzi post on Academics page. Like this nigga just be fiending to be different.
I just want to rock.
Like, he do be dragging it to be different. I see this nigga's walking around with pink braces right now. How the fuck? But he's 30 years old with pink braces.
But he's always been different.
Yeah, but you dragging it, bro. Why are you wearing pink braces, my nigga? Just get braces. Why are you even wearing braces? You rich enough to get that shit fixed tomorrow. Get the Invisalign or something. He threw the pink braces on his shit. Like, I'm not even mad at the color or nothing like that. But why are you wearing braces?
I respect the individualism because he's always done some, you know.
Nah, don't get me wrong. I respect it, but like, he do be feeling to be extra weird, bro. He was just asking niggas for a skunk for sale. He's like, who got a skunk for sale? I'm trying to pay cash. What the fuck are you talking about? Nigga trying to get a skunk.
Shout out.
You actually can get a skunk though. They removed like the sack that makes this.
That hair are good pets. Hey, they're really good pets.
Nah, I'm good off that. I'm not getting a big ass rat for a pet. I done had hamsters. I'm good off that shit. Shits is scary. Like this shit is real scary. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, I hear skunks are very intelligent and great pets.
Yeah, but now back to all the artists. Like I said, I can go on a list of so many artists that have had 5+ year runs. Like shit, even like 50 Cent didn't have that long of a run for real. Like
I would say like 02 to like 07.
Exactly 5 years, and then we didn't give a flying fuck after that.
Nah. But the difference, but he was at the pinnacle at that time. He was at the peak.
Who everybody else's name is at a pinnacle. Is at that peak.
You're right.
Almost everybody else's name has a feature with Drake, who's the biggest artist in the world.
You're right. That's true.
You know what I'm saying? Literally everybody we named had some type of Drake connection.
had like a good 5-year run,
and that was it though.
Yeah.
Eminem had like a little 4 or 5 year run, packed him the fuck out of here. You know what I'm saying? Like we get people the fuck out of here.
Like, and also the different.
And we're talking about absolute goats, like
absolutely,
Eminem, absolute undeniable goat. 50, undeniable goat.
But like,
you know
I'm
we're naming niggas that's not
as...
gonna be goats. Lil Durk, I don't think he's gonna end up a goat. I'm not. I don't think so.
But another thing that helped is the social media presence. You feel me? The difference is back in the day, it's a lot harder to be relevant.
Yeah,
it's easy to be relevant nowadays.
It's a lot easier.
Because you're in the spotlight all the time.
Lil Wayne's run was only like for real 5 years. I mean, he had his thing with the Hot Boys from the late 90s.
Yeah, he did. But
you got to like 2009.
But also you got to realize he was putting out projects and then he was Features Wayne. Feel me? Yeah. He had an alter ego, Features Wayne, where he would take over. He would just take over your song.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Yeah, he did.
But yeah, social media has really changed it because you can be. It's so much easier to be relevant now, and it's so much easier for your fans to actually follow you. Before you know, it's not when the label wanted you to be relevant or hot. You know, you can do your own thing.
Nah, you're 100% right. Right, it's so much more organic now. It's like if you catch heat, then you lit. And it's funny though because like record labels now, it's not like before, but back then they had artist development. And like they would find you as a talent, and nobody knew who the fuck you was. And they'll be like, look, we're going to give you this little whatever, throw this little Rockefeller chain on. We're going to develop you at a time, put you on these tours so you can learn how these motherfuckers move.
Yep, and you see them like, oh, damn, that was them in the background of so-and-so's video. So-and-so on stage.
Yeah, and they have to wait their time. Now it's like, hey, if you don't got 50,000 plus followers, if you don't got a certain amount of monthly listeners already a couple views, a couple videos well over 500,000 or 1 million views.
Then these record labels not even going to.
Then you have nothing. Yeah, you have no
leverage.
No leverage, right? And they're trying to sign you for pennies on a dollar, or basically for nothing. Like get you a Rich the Kid, Jay Critch deal. Like,
get you a
10,000 in a chain. They get a feature.
A 720 deal.
I'm just saying, they
720
hit motherfuckers over the head.
The 900 deal.
And honestly, you know who I feel like? All right, so we gotta talk about it, yo, man. My son Blueface, bro. Oh my God, Blueface.
I would hope we would go without mentioning.
Nah. We gotta talk about Blueface because truth be told, like I know everybody always comes down and be like, man, I was the first nigga listening to that nigga. I ain't gonna lie, bro. I'm telling you, me and my son Ron, we used to bump Blueface before anybody ever even heard of this nigga.
Blueface, baby.
Because when we watched his first video, I'm trying to remember, I forgot what it was called. I think on the Dead Lokes.
On the Dead Lokes. When
I heard on the Dead Lokes, I found that shit during a No Jumper live stream. The shit had like 3,000 plays. And from the minute I heard that shit, I showed it to everybody I knew. And that shit took off out of nowhere. And then he dropped some other shit that was actually hot.
On the Dead Lokes.
Nigga, what? So what I'm saying is to say, I watched his rise from the very beginning, and I was a fan from the very beginning. I loved his music. You know what I'm saying?
It's very unconventional, but I like it. I like it.
It's super witty though. If you listen to Blueface's bars, he got some shit.
Yeah, he be talking.
What that nigga said? I don't give a fuck if you like it, but he better respect his crippin'. He said, mop the floor, had the wet signs just to catch him slipping. What? Mop the floor, hide the wet signs just to catch him slipping. Come on, son. Like, this nigga's like that. But regardless, if you listen to my son Blueface be talking that shit. But recently, you know, him and his girl, Krishan Rock, man, they've been on the most toxic roller coaster I've ever seen in real time.
It is that example is the pinnacle of pop culture and society of today. The fact that they have their own show. It's a joke.
Krishan Rock got her show. It's not the Blueface show.
No, but I'm saying
it's a Krishan Rock and Blueface show.
But
respectfully.
But I'm saying, how did she get on? by showing her ass, acting fool.
By showing her ass, getting her tooth knocked out.
I didn't mean actually showing her ass like twerking. I meant I
do mean that both. That's exactly what happened though. Because originally she was just one of 10 girls to sign up for this chick called Blueface Club. Blue. I
remember that. Yeah,
he had his own. Blueface Girl. I don't know. Blue Girls Club. Blue Girls Club. That's what it's called. It was like Bad Girls Club, but it's Blue Girls Club.
I remember that.
And he was doing it on OnlyFans during the pandemic. He was going fucking crazy off that shit. I remember that. So he was doing his thing, and then he ended up actually, I guess, falling in love with her. Because now they got the show on Zeus, the Zeus Network, which is like World Star Hip Hop.
Yeah,
I don't know if you've been on Zeus. That shit is crazy.
I know they have that show. I don't really.
Zeus is just handing out checks. Me and you might be able to get a show on Zeus right now. I ain't gonna lie. Them niggas is handing out checks. As long as you willing to like take a couple stabbings or some shit, you willing to get shot for the camera, we good. Feel me? We can get on Zeus.
And that's my problem. That's my problem.
And that's my problem because I feel like Blueface completely said fuck the music and has turned into this just honestly, he's been victimized all the time. That's all people see is him getting his ass beat. He's getting his ass whooped every episode. He just got hit over the head with a fucking bottle.
And people love it.
He just got hit over the head with a fucking bottle by his girl, and we're laughing about it, and it's going viral. And I'm like, I see he.
What
example are we trying to show these people?
I see he hit her pops.
He knocked her pops out. Respectfully,
I seen that.
He ran up on him talking crazy.
Yeah, I saw the whole thing when he was talking to their brothers, when he was talking to her brother and all that. But
they hold situations crazy because Krishan done beat up Blueface moms and his sister, and not for nothing. Krishan might could fuck both of us up. I ain't gonna lie, Shorty brolic. Like up top, she got
I ain't
good
gonna lie,
work.
bro. She could probably beat us in the chucking contest.
For sure.
You get bands in here, she'll probably destroy us.
Shorty is the little
drink us under the table. Feel me?
She a little Aki, I ain't gonna lie.
She like feel me. She was definitely in the Salty's platoon. Feel me? She's definitely in the Salty's platoon.
She's rocking the fuck out that one tooth, that missing tooth. Though. That shit kills me.
She's doing that.
Get it fixed, please.
No, but that's her trademark now.
No, I hate it.
You feel me? That's her trademark now.
Her trademark should be the fact she got this light skinned nigga Jonathan's face on her fucking neck,
and she has like 5-6 Blueface tats. Literally,
bro,
literally.
Listen, if that's what love is, keep it the fuck away from me.
But no,
if love would have me walking around here roofless, toothless, with a girl's face tatted on my neck, count me the fuck out. Please, if you ever see me get a bitch's name tatted on me, smack the shit out of me, respectfully.
You probably gonna do it yourself too. You probably gonna tat yourself.
I mean, like, dad love this bitch, bro.
But in all seriousness, man, like the fact that so many people tune in to see the toxicity of that whole relationship, and just in general, just the drama and the ignorance that comes with it. You know, we love to see stuff like that.
Yeah,
and it's all encompassing of the reality TV. It all full circle with reality television and drama filled, and we loved hearing about the tea and.
I just really hate the example we're setting for the women. Men already go through their violence and all the bullshit they get into, but like they're showing a side where like they're almost promoting it. Like, look at how famous she's getting. Look at how much promo she gets. Look at how much
in general.
And when you go to like when they get posted on the Shade Room, go look at the comments, bro. It's nothing but Krishan support and Blueface
laughing at him,
and they're laughing at him, not with him, and they're just talking down on him. Like, Krishan, you need better. Like, why are you even dealing with a nigga that keep cheating on you? It's like, first of all, they cheating on each other. Second of all, she keep putting hands on this nigga, and then
I remember he tried to pay her to leave.
He was
like it's funny
that
now.
Nigga is madly in love, bro.
Oh, but it's
for a bitch to hit you with a bottle. The bitch was talking about let me vacuum the glass out your neck. What? Yo, bro. Bro. Please listen.
The fact that people are sitting here eating this up. Like,
let me give you the free gems of the day. Free gem of the day.
I'm listening.
If you are in any physical altercation with your significant other, your loved one, get the fuck away from that relationship.
Yes, leave.
Ain't nothing good happening.
Man or woman.
Shit, please.
If your significant other is putting hands on you, no matter who it is, it's time to go.
Yeah.
But the problem is that when you're so invested. And
of course, this is a conversation that's been had a million times.
And when somebody shows they care, because if someone's putting hands on you, they show they care. That supersedes it. People are like, oh, well, they care so much about me, you know. That's why they want to stay.
Nah,
but
man,
they need to get up out of there.
It's definitely has a lot to do with the way people are raised, and it's I forgot what the term for it is, where it's like you hurt somebody and then you're the same person to go nurture them, and it's like. they look at you as you're the villain and the hero at the same time. Like it'll be like, for example, the Blueface and Krishan, for example, she goes and hits him with a fucking bottle, and literally gives this nigga a fucking concussion. He's laid out on the couch, and then she's the same one that's telling him like, let me get the glass out your neck, let me get the vacuum to clean it up. What?
Yeah.
Like, I'll be damned, you know? It's almost like when your mom would beat your ass as a kid, and she's like, I'm only doing this because I love you. And then you cry yourself to sleep, and she come back in the room with a little glass of milk with a little strawberry mixed in it. You know what I'm saying? I'm speaking from personal experience. Here you go. And it's like,
I'll never forget a story you told me.
You motherfucker. Yo, listen, man, shout out to the ass whoopings, though, because, listen, I feel like if it wasn't for me getting them ass whoopings as a kid, I feel like, you know, I wouldn't have been able to steer myself straight, because, I was pretty much a loose cannon, you know? And there's a lot of shit I got caught for. There's a lot of shit I didn't get caught for. So it's like, if it wasn't for them ass whoopings, I would have never been afraid of my parents or been like, nah, I don't want to do this because it might lead to that. Like, some people never got their ass whooped. Some people never learned that shit, you know? And some people did. You never got your ass whooped, apparently, and you turned out more than fine. You know what I'm saying? So it just depends. Everybody learns a little different. I mean, we were talking about it last week about the way that music has influenced people to do a lot of drugs, and a lot of people commented on those posts and were like, man, it's up to the parent to teach the kids not to just be easily influenced. It's up to this and that. And it's like, no, we can't just keep saying that, oh, it's up to you to make the choice to not be influenced. That's not how influence works.
That's not how it works.
You don't choose what influences.
And listen, at the end of the day, your parents can only... as a child, you're exposed to so much beyond your parents in general. You know, you have school to go to, and this is social media era. There's so much to explore. You know,
exactly, and that's what people don't understand. Like, people want to blame the parents and say so much about the parent. Think about this: as a kid growing up, how long throughout the day, on average, were you actually around your parent? Because you wake up in the morning, 7 o'clock. You're on your way to. You're at school by 8. Cool. You might have spoke to if your parents took you to school, you might have had the luxury of having a good 10, 20-minute conversation on your way to school if you even lived that far. School might have been 5 minutes away. You got to speak to your parents, a real conversation, maybe 5-10 minutes throughout the day so far. Now you don't see them till you get out of school at 3 o'clock. Between then, it's nothing but fuck shit from the kids around you and the teachers around you who don't want to be there. You know what I'm saying?
And let's
shout out
say
to the teachers that do want to be there.
Let's say your parents get off at 5 or 6. You know?
Now you get home at 3 o'clock. Parents don't get off till 5 or 6. From 3 o'clock to 6, you watching BET. You on YouTube. You watching shit uncut. You watching nothing but T.I. videos and shit. You know what I'm saying? You're getting your, like you say all the time, you're getting your education from somewhere. Okay, parents get home at 6. Guess what? They're tired. They gotta cook. They gotta do a little bit of cleaning around the house. They're not even really trying to fuck with you because you already got a phone call home from school. You know what I'm saying? So now your parents get home 5, 6, start cooking and cleaning and shit. In the midst of all that, by the time y'all start eating, let's say you have dinner 7, 8 o'clock. And this is a very American lifestyle. I never lived like that.
Of course. No,
so, now you get to talk to your parents. What? Maybe for an hour after school and work, because you're in your room. You don't want to be around your parents all day after school. Or at nighttime after you eat real quick, 10, 20 minutes at the
hop
table,
on the sticks for me, whatever the case.
Back to your game. You know what I'm saying? Back to Halo, back to clapping niggas on Grand Theft Auto. All right, how long did you have to speak to your parents today? You might have spoke to your parents 30 minutes an hour today.
That's why it's important for parents to instill their principles and values into their children. At the end of the day, you can't hover over them all the time. They're going to make their own decisions. But if you try to instill your values and belief systems into them, that's the best you can do. Yeah. You know what I mean? The best you can only do so much. At the end of the day, they have autonomy over themselves and make their own choices and decisions. Yeah, and that's one of the reasons why like I've been making a conscious like effort to like figure out how I'm gonna be involved in like sports with my son's life, just because it's like I feel like all the kids that play sports and their parents are involved, like I love to see how much like their parents are always around them. You know what I'm saying? There's certain kids that like you couldn't see them without seeing their parents. Like shout out to Brandon Wimbush. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Wimbush. Went to St. Peter's and all that. Went to Notre Dame. Did his thing. You couldn't go to any sporting event and see him without his mom. That's a fact.
I don't know what she did for a living, but his mom was there.
Always there.
You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Trev Anderson. Another one. You couldn't go to no sporting events without his mom being there.
That's
a
fact. Yes.
And even our close friends, Justice back in the day, his dad was pops. Every single place. You know what I'm saying? You, even with your pops, every single chance that your dad got, he was there. Right? I remember you wasn't even allowed to go do shit till you hit 100 free throws sometimes. I swear, I shit you not. This nigga would have to go shoot 100 free throws before he can go do anything. Like, I remember we'd come home from school, I'd go to your crib, your dad be like, you shot your free throws today? He was talking to you like that was a chore. He was dead ass.
Dead ass.
I'm like, yo, I love that.
That's
though.
a fact.
You know what I'm saying? Shit like that. I kept that in mind. I put that in the back of my memory for the rest of my life. And I'm like, I'm gonna hold on to that.
Archive.
I tucked that in the archive. Like, oh, I took note. And I'm 10 years old watching you do that. I'm like, all right, cool. Nah, and guess what? Look, niggas like Dre, your cousin. I seen him living like that.
Legit,
I seen Brian teaching him like that. I seen him come to you. Yo, go to the front. I'll see Dre shooting free throws while he's waiting for y'all to come out the crib. And I'm like, yo, this is crazy. Like, y'all don't play when it comes to it. Yo, you jump rope today? Yo, you did this today? You did your push-ups?
My push-ups. That's a fact. You did your sit-ups. You did your workouts. Like,
I'm like, this is what parenting is like. You got to be involved. Sports is a good way to stay involved.
And it's a good way to stay involved, and it's a good way to teach discipline.
Yeah.
Those are two things that sports does. And a third thing, you can. Another reason why I love sports is that you can equate sports to life in any way, in every way. You can always. It's good for discipline. It's good for staying involved, and it's a good life lesson. You can learn anything. Facts. You can give a sports analogy to any life situation.
No, 1,000%, and especially like the analogy to life. There's always ups and downs. There's always a story to sports, which is the beauty.
Always.
There's always a story, and there's always that triumph. You got to go through
the struggle.
Yeah, the struggle. You got to go through your triumphs and your
trials
battles.
And tribulations.
Trials and tribulations, your battles. There's always gonna be somebody better than you. The David and Goliath story. There's the Beast team over there. We got to face them. We got to face our fear.
And
there's so much. To it.
And then think about this. When you're winning in life. Mm-hmm. Nobody's saying anything, but when you lose, that's when you're under a microscope. That's when all your flaws come out. Okay, guess what? We had an ugly win, but we won. Who cares?
Right.
We don't care about the details because we won. The same thing in life. Once you lose, now the details. Yep. Now you're looking at the details. Now you're looking at what could we have done better. Now it's more of a lesson, just like life. Yeah. When you're winning. Nobody says anything. You're winning.
Yeah.
But once you're facing a little bit of adversity.
Adversity. That's the word I was looking for. Adversity. Yes. Sports. I love the adversity you face in sports because it's constant. It's constant. Even adversity within yourself. Like you might just be having a bad week. Yeah. You can't hit a free throw for shit this week. You know what I'm saying? But you're a good free throw shooter. But this week, for some reason, you got to get past what's that mental hurdle that's stopping me right now, And sports shows you that. You know what I'm saying? You might be a baseball. You might not be able to throw a strike at all this week. You might not be able to hit a ball this week playing baseball. You know what I'm saying? Like you said, in every sport, there's so much to it where it's like
you can relate it to anything. You could have strike out the last 10 times you were up, but you can't think about the past. You can't think about that going on. You could be a cornerback and get beat for 3 touchdowns in a row, but you can't think about. You got to worry about the next play. Yeah. You can't think about or else it's going to hinder your performance on the next play.
Yeah.
Everything's a life lesson. Mm-hmm. It's all a life lesson.
Yeah, that's why I think sports is it's a beautiful thing. There's a reason why sports is so highly valued in our society. In every single country, all around, it doesn't matter what country you go to, there's a sport that can dominate the attention of people for at least 2-3 hours at a time. Anywhere you go.
Yeah.
You go to India,
no matter
they're
what.
playing cricket all day. You go to South America, it's soccer. When soccer's on, this is where we locked in. DR's baseball. We're locked in right now. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? America, Super Bowl. It's a holiday when that shit comes around.
It's
you know what I'm saying? The playoffs is here right now, and this shit right after this, I'm going straight home. I'm dying because the game started at 1. We about to get out of here. When I'm flying, I'm watching that shit on the way home. You know what I'm saying? But and it's because we love the story. We love
and Jets K all day, feel me.
Jets K all day, but listen to me. Hey, yo, the Jets is talking about signing Lamar Jackson. Let me tell you.
As long as he ain't on the Ravens next year, I'm okay with that.
I will be at every fucking home Jets game with a fucking number 8 Jackson jersey. You hear me? Listen, if there's one nigga I love, is fucking Lamar Jackson, bro. Lamar Jackson.
He's Houdini. He's
Houdini. Beyond Houdini, it's way past the talent for me. It's a way deeper story for me. You know what I mean? Because when you see Lamar, dark skinned brother from Broward County, from Florida, from Miami. I don't want to mispronounce where exactly he's from.
Yeah, he's from
South Florida. South Florida. Young black brother. Won a Heisman. Been told his whole life, yo, you're not a quarterback.
You're not a quarterback.
And has only proven people, I've been a quarterback.
He got MVP.
He got a Heisman. A Heisman is literally one of the most historic trophies you can get. A Heisman, people don't know, is given to the best college football player in the nation. Every year they hand one out. There's been, I'm not sure how many Heismans. College football has been up for over 100 years, but I think the Heisman has only been around maybe like 70 years.
Yeah.
Regardless, he's one of those 70 people to ever win that Heisman, right? once again, his name is Lamar Jackson. When you see him, he looks like a Lamar Jackson. Braids on. When he talks on camera, he got that Florida accent, but he never says something. He never says no outlandish shit.
No.
Keeps it in, but he keeps it him. When you see him talk, you know what I'm saying? He's not afraid to be him. He's not trying to use all these extra big words and shit that make him sound like, no. I'm Lamar. And when he's celebrating on Instagram Live, he's listening to Kodak Black. You know what I'm saying? He got his Lamar Jackson chain on. You know what I'm saying? I just love to see that story.
He got a sniper gang chain.
He got a sniper. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's so organic and it's him, and there's no smut on his name. He ain't never been arrested for shit. He ain't ever did no dumb shit.
You're right.
He not caught up in gimp. Nothing.
No, nothing.
You know what I'm saying?
No allegations against him.
And it's like when you see him, when you hear him, where he's from, you're like, he fits this stereotype, but he's not that.
But he's not.
And to me, I think that's so much deeper. You know
I agree.
Because he's showing you might fit this stereotype, but you can still be great, successful, and well respected in this arena by everybody else. Because you can't say nothing about Lamar Jackson. You just can't. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Mike Vick was one thing, but he had so much smut on his name. People trying to down talk him, and the people he had around him. You can't even name me a person in Lamar's circle that has gotten in trouble. We don't know nobody.
No, that's. I'm saying he has an NFL MVP. You know that, right?
Of course he has an NFL. How can I forget that? We was gonna get into the football. I just want to say it's everything outside of football that makes me love him even more.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? The way that his mom has been his manager / coach his whole life. She when he was going to get drafted, his mother was like, "Yo, don't draft my son if you don't want to play quarterback. I'm telling you that right now. Don't draft him." And that's exactly why 31 teams passed up on him. And the last team in the first round was like, we're going to trade in and we're going to get Lamar Jackson. And it paid off, I'll tell you that much.
Yeah. And he represents himself. He doesn't have an agent either.
Yeah, which I don't really love.
Which is contract negotiations.
I don't really love that. I ain't going to lie. Because I just feel like leave the professional shit to the professionals. When you go to the doctor, when you get injured, you want to go to the doctor. Why? That's a professional. You go to the court, you go to get a lawyer. That's a professional. Don't go into business communications if that's not exactly your forte. And that's for anybody. I would say this to Matt Stafford. I would say this to Tom Brady.
Oh, no,
don't go into that because it's a different conversation. You know what I'm saying? Especially when it comes to when you talking about negotiations for your money, and you hear these upper echelon people, the higher ups telling you why they don't want to pay you. It gets offensive. What you mean you don't think I'm worth it? What you mean I'm not worth the risk? What you mean? This is why I can't get this kind of money. It gets a little. Dicey.
Listen, I said this on an episode in the past. The new standard was set as far as contracts because of Deshaun Watson. He got 200 plus guaranteed. It wasn't the offer that the Ravens sent him, which he denied. It was the guaranteed. They wouldn't fully guarantee it. Yeah. But Deshaun got fully guaranteed, so I don't hear nothing else. You set a new standard. Mm-hmm. Once a new standard is set, hey, now I'm looking at that. Now I'm looking at that guy.
Yeah.
So,
and truth be told, Lamar has a more decorated career than Deshaun Watson. Deshaun Watson might be a better pure passer. You know what I'm saying?
But I don't even want to talk about.
I'm saying right. Lamar, I don't
want to talk about.
Deshaun might be a more pure passer, but at the end of the day, who's been in the playoffs more? Who has more W's? You know what I'm saying? Who has, like I said, a more decorated career?
It's gonna be interesting.
Deshaun didn't win a Heisman. No, he didn't. He won a national title.
He won a national title.
And when he played in two national titles.
He beat Bama in the national championship.
Yeah, that's a fact. And then he lost one, if I'm not mistaken.
I remember that. It was his year was Mitch Trubisky's year, I think.
I fucking hate Mitch Trubisky.
Mitch Trubisky's year, and I think it was Mahomes' year. Yeah, all three came out at the same time. It was Trubisky, Mahomes, and Deshaun Watson. Was that what quarterbacks that year?
I feel like somebody else too came out that year.
Those are three that I like, and I remember Mitch was the first. They traded up to get Mitch, 2 overall.
That's tough.
Tough.
That's mad tough.
On another note, somebody won the Mega Millions.
Who?
Somebody made.
Oh, they already won?
1.3 billion. Somebody won in Maine.
1.3 billion? Yo, what's that nigga gram, bro? I need that nigga's gram. Nah, I got a good story for him. I'm telling you, I'm trying to sell him this sob story.
So if you win the Mega Millions, are you gonna take the annuity payments or are you taking a lump sum? What would you do?
If I won 1.3 billion,
it doesn't matter. Mega Millions doesn't matter what the number is. So
it matters.
You gonna take the lump sum, or you gonna take the annuity payments?
I mean, annuity payments is yearly payments, and they break it down right into so you'll get paid. I think it's like 20.
30 years. It's like 30 years. 30 years.
I might not be here in 30 years. First of all, if I get 1.3 billion, I'm probably gonna start smoking crack. I'll be real with you. I ain't gonna lie. I'm fucking it up. I'm for sure fucking it up. But, you're gonna see me in downtown Patterson, methed out. But it's over. I got about 2 summers in me. 1.3 billion? I can't, nigga.
You going out like a rock star?
It's over, nigga. It's litty.
It's going out like a rock
star. It's litty, nigga. I'm going out like MC Hammer, nigga. I don't give a fuck. 1.3?
Wait, broke or MC Hammer? MC Hammer broke.
I can't go broke. I cannot. You understand that? If you get 1.3 billion, bro, I take half of that, put that shit in the right kind of accounts and shit. Go get me a little 3% interest yearly on that. I can't go broke. I can't.
So
what's 3% of 100 million? 3 million?
So you would pick the lump sum.
Yeah, I'm picking the lump sum and I'm smoking crack for sure.
Okay.
Fuck it. We outside. What you doing?
Absolutely
you take
the lump sum. Absolutely not.
Absolutely I feel like they're gonna pull some funny shit too.
No, but you gotta realize.
The lump sum is OD. They short your shit crazy
what?
though.
What? No. They coming for the shorts, baby.
They give you like a third, don't they?
Who you know who actually wins?
Taxes.
IRS. IRS won.
How about to say out that 1.3 billion, you got to give up half in taxes.
You got to give up half in taxes, and you also have to pay income tax. They tax it twice.
Huh?
So you're only gonna get the 1.3. Let's say
half that.
Let's say you only get 700, right?
Yeah, it's 700 million. 700
but guess what?
Million. I will fuck that up.
You got to pay income tax on that right? too. You got to pay income tax, so they double tax it.
How you gonna pay me income tax?
Because they taking these off rip. They taking theirs off rip.
And guess what? I got 700 more, nigga.
And guess what?
I'm spending 10 million a summer for the next 70 years.
This is income, right? So you have to. They tax you twice on that.
10 million a year for the next 70 years? Oh my God.
But they also, if you take the annuity payments,
okay,
they're obviously gonna tax you every year on that as well. So you're getting taxed either way. But they take a bigger chunk if you get it up front. But the reason why I'm not gonna take the annuity payments is a few reasons. Mm-hmm. It's because it doesn't take into account inflation. You feel me? So 30 years ago, whatever 30 million 30 years ago isn't what 30 million is today. It's not going to be what 30 million is in the future.
Yes, my 700 million in 30 years is not going to be.
It's not gonna. It doesn't take account inflation. One, and you got to realize the average index on an investment fund. So like,
we talking that shit right now. Hold on.
Every year, the standard return on a long term investment is 10% yield. 10%. Let's be conservative. Let's say it's 5%.
Okay.
Right? 700 million. 5% of 700 million would be 35 million. So I get 35 million a year just living off interest. Just living off the interest.
That's what I'm saying though. I'm gonna tuck a little 100, 200, maybe even half of it in a bunch of different little accounts that I can get my little 5%. You know what I mean?
10% is the standard, but I'm being conservative with the numbers.
I can't go, bro. Yo, I'm buying an airport. I'm buying airplane, Chick-fil-A, Walmart. I don't even think I got that much money. I can buy some Walmart. I don't know. What I am gonna do, I'm gonna holler at Shaquille O'Neal and I'm gonna hand him like 100, and I'm gonna tell him go figure this out. You feel me? Shaquille O'Neal, holler at Magic Johnson, figure out how the fuck he beat AIDS. We gonna figure that shit out. You feel me? If I can discover how the fuck we gonna cure AIDS, it's over. We can figure that shit out.
You got the cure.
Exactly.
Yeah, I know you seen. Yeah, you ain't seen the South Park episode. You can't.
I know he got something figured out though.
The South Park episode.
What wouldn't I do with Seth? What would you?
So I just wanted to know.
What's the first thing you'll get with seven? If I gave you $1 billion today, what's the first thing you'll get? Fuck all the smart shit. I don't want to hear no annuities and you feel me? Because that's the route I went first. Besides smoking crack, what would you do with $1 billion?
So I ain't gonna lie, bro. I have to, first thing, in reality, I need post-nut clarity first. I need to post-nut clarity.
That's what I'm saying.
Before I do anything.
I need to go fuck some money up.
You feel me?
I need to go spend a couple million on a plane and shit.
I need, and then, listen, I'm gonna go on a vacation and then I'm gonna plan the rest of it.
What is a vacation? Your life is a vacation.
That's what I'm saying.
I handed you $1 billion.
Listen, I'm gonna go on vacation for like a month and then plan it out. I'll do the planning while I'm on vacation.
Nigga, I am buying the city of Newark. You hear me? And I'm handing out 4 PF chains. It's over, nigga.
Not the 4 PF.
Word to my mother. Don't give me $1 billion. I'm gonna fuck it up. I'm going to DR. I'm building baseball camps everywhere, nigga. You hear me? I'm building like 10 baseball camps. I'm gonna put them all in my name. I don't give a fuck. You feel me? It's gonna be, nigga, as Merlin Vasquez District School number 1, 2, 3, 4. Listen, we gonna sign a bunch of 16-year-olds that's really 21. You know what I'm saying? We gonna change their birth certificates. Feel me? It's gonna be a bunch of 16-year-olds with full goatees, beards, and all that. Listen, I got a real game plan. You know what I'm saying? Jamaica, we setting up soccer schools. taking over the world. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah,
because I'm creating generational wealth. You feel me?
I would what?
For every one nigga I get signed to the Red Sox, you feel me? He comes back, builds a school. You know what I'm saying? For every kid I turn into the next Lionel Messi, you know what I'm saying? He comes back, go, you know what I'm saying? Go build a school in Jamaica. We litty. You know what I'm saying? I got a game plan. Oh, I thought it was the phone ring. What the fuck? But yeah, damn, yo. Billy, I'm ending world hunger or something. No, I'm bugging. Bro, $1 billion is not that much. Not no more. Not when niggas like Elon got 150 billion and shit.
But you can't. I mean, you can't compare that to that.
I can though. I just did.
But you could always compare. There's always somebody with more money though. You always compare.
There's always
you can always compare no matter what.
Damn, though. I
you can always compare.
Somebody won that, bro.
Somebody won it in Maine.
Who is that nigga? Now they got to hide his identity. You can't expose that,
bro. Listen,
you know how many cousins I'd have?
I would pull up and accept that in full costume. No matter, I don't know what costume yet. Full costume.
Yo, that's OD, bro.
I would deactivate my Instagram. I'm going incognito.
Yeah, I'm deactivating my life. I'm gonna do some shit like my uncle did. I'm gonna delete my fingerprints. I don't know if I said it on camera, but shout out to my uncle. You know what I'm saying? That nigga don't got no fingerprints.
He burned them off?
My son have been deported like 4 times, no cap.
He burned them off?
Yeah, he burned them shit. He dipped his shits in some acid and DR, some shit. A nigga got on the bottom of some truck. You know what I'm saying? And that nigga cruised through the Mexican border and all that. I shit you not. I swear to God. Can't make this shit up.
That's tough, but yeah.
I can't make this shit up. That nigga he's had a different name every time I ever ran into this nigga in jail. Every time we went to go visit this nigga, well, I'm saying like I've been a bunch of times. We went to visit niggas twice, but both times we went to go visit this nigga, I had to say a whole different name. And I was like, Ma, why are we naming him this? She was like, shut the fuck up. That's who this is. I'm like, all right, cool. You know, if this nigga name want to be that today, that's what his name's gonna be. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, but
shout out to my uncle though. That nigga, I think he smoked dust one time and then he started going lunatic and he got deported again. Yeah, it was over.
Now, you talking about the same uncle that got deported immediately? Like,
yeah, same uncle. Same. He got deported like literally 3 times. He kept popping back out. Yeah.
Yo, nah, that's resiliency. Resiliency.
That's resiliency. He might be coming back. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to him.
Is he in DR right now? We can't.
I don't know. I don't know where that nigga's at.
We can't say it on
nigga might be in Aruba or something. I don't know, nigga.
I want to be in Aruba.
Listen, Aruba's cool and all, but Aruba is tiny, bro.
Nah, but listen, I want to go to Aruba, but that's not the first one. Yeah, I hear Aruba's mad small, and I hear like that's like a vacation spot anyway.
Aruba is like 10 miles wide. I ain't gonna lie. Like you can get on the 5th floor of any building in Aruba and see the whole country type shit. Like literally from end to end. It's a 30-minute drive. Aruba's a 30-minute drive. It has like 100,000 people. Literally, the city of Patterson has more people in it than Aruba. So imagine, and this is one country. The whole country is an island. So it's not like you can leave the city and go to another city and go. No. That's it. You only go as far as the ocean is. Yeah, exactly. And it's a desert, so nothing grows there. Like there's no like natural like fields of anything. There ain't no rice, there ain't shit growing over there. So everything in Aruba is mad expensive, but that's neither here nor there. Because Aruba is fire.
Because everything they're importing everything.
They're importing everything, but even the people is fucking imported. I don't know what goes on.
It's mad mix.
Bro, the average person in Aruba speaks like 6 languages. Literally.
What?
Literally. 6. But they teach 3 in school.
But you gotta realize that's all over the world. Yeah. Go to Africa, how many languages? Go to Europe. It's just here we don't. It's just here.
Yeah.
It's everywhere. I'm telling you, when I went to the Netherlands, when I went to Amsterdam, I stayed with a friend.
Right.
Stayed with a friend. And on that floor, everybody spoke 3 languages.
That's crazy.
Including the friend I was staying with. I'm the only American that only spoke English.
Weren't they from like Teaneck too?
Yeah.
Your friend, that's crazy.
So I'm the only one. Everybody, literally everybody spoke. Yo, there was somebody there. He was Turkish.
Okay.
He was like, "Yo, you're a black American. I never talked to a black American before. You sound just like one. You sound just like one."
Yeah, that shit is crazy.
It was crazy. I was like, "Yo,"
they are fascinated by that kind of shit.
But it was crazy to me. I'm like, wow, I'm the only one that just speaks English. And everybody else spoke Spanish. You know, everybody else spoke. But that's everywhere in the world. It's not. Listen. We gotta realize America's only 5% of the nation's of the world's population.
We are that much? I felt like we were less.
Well, about 350 million, 700. But feel me, that's about little less than 5%.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But we think everything revolves around us. There's a whole big world out there.
Yeah,
you feel me? Everywhere else you go, they speak 3 languages.
They said in like another 5 years, the main language in America is going to be Spanish.
Yeah, I believe it.
Yeah. This shit turning back to Mexico.
I absolutely
respectfully.
Believe it. I 100% believe it. I never
realized like how many I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, go ahead. No,
like,
I was about to say
I realized the other day, like, you realize like how many states are like Spanish, like named in Spanish? Like California, that's a Spanish name. Nevada literally means snowed. Like Nevada, it means it snowed. Like it's because of the mountains. Like Colorado literally means colored. Like because of all the plains of all the colored plains in Colorado. Yeah, it's fucking. There's a lot of like crazy shit. People, Texas, Tejas, all them towns, San Antonio,
all those southern.
Yeah,
El Paso, Texas.
El Paso, it's San Antonio,
San Bernardino, California.
All that
like,
shit.
All
Exactly.
That.
Los Angeles. It's all Spanish. Like literally, it's kind of crazy. Arizona, all that shit is Spanish, dog. But that doesn't surprise but
me.
we gonna call it America, and we're not gonna, you know what I'm saying? We're not gonna say we took the shit from Mexico, but it is what it is. I ain't gonna lie.
We took everything, but
yeah, man, it's been an insightful episode. I just thought about it. We just went through 100 different topics. We did talk Lamar Jackson contracts, NBA YoungBoy, the all types of shit.
The human body,
the human body getting shot and surviving. Listen, man, I just want to say thank you to anybody that's been tuned in, man. It's been a hell of an episode. Thank y'all so much.
Great episode.
Episode 44, man. The Free Gems Podcast.
Thank you, guys.
And we are gone. We'll see y'all next week, y'all.
Absolutely.
Appreciate everybody.